For 20 years, SEO was simple. You focus on rankings, you chase keywords, you built backlinks, and it worked. Until it didn't. Because Google stopped being a search engine. It became a reality engine. It used to work like a librarian, organizing web pages on shelves. Use the right keywords and you showed up. But now, Google isn't organizing websites. It's building a database of what's real. People, businesses, products, concepts. Google isn't asking which page matches this query. It's asking what actually exists in the world. These are called entities. So when someone asks the AI what's the best CRM, it draws on a combination of its training, live web content, and entity databases. And being a well-defined entity in that system dramatically increases your chances of being cited. If you're not a clearly defined entity, you're far less likely to be surfaced and in a world where AI is making the call. That gap is growing fast. I'm Neil Patel. I own an ad agency called NP Digital, and I've spent over 2 decades in SEO and helping drive billions in revenue through digital marketing. What I'm about to show you isn't traditional SEO. It's how you become an entity so AI systems recognize that you're real. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The string to thing revolution. In 2012, Google launched the Knowledge Graph. They were building a database of real things, people, places, brands, concepts. For 12 years, almost marketers ignored it. Why? Because keyword optimization still worked. Then ChatGPT launched. Then Perplexity started citing sources, and Google rolled out AI mode. And overnight, the entity database became everything. Here's how AI search actually works. You search best CRM. AI doesn't scan web pages. It queries Google's entity database. 54 billion entities and 1.6 trillion facts about them. If you're in that database as a clearly defined entity, you get cited. If you're not, you don't exist. Not to ChatGPT, not to Perplexity, not to Google. Google defines an entity as a thing or a concept that is singular, unique, well-defined, and distinguishable. Your content isn't being evaluated on keyword density anymore. It's being evaluated on whether it clearly defines what entity it's about. Here's a part that most CMOs are just realizing. If Google can't identify what entity your page is about, AI systems can't surface you. You literally don't exist in the knowledge graph that powers every AI search tool. We see it consistently. A client has a page titled Our Services. Google reads it and learns nothing. No defined entity, just marketing fluff that can't be parsed by machines. Meanwhile, their competitor adds organization schema, structured code that tells Google exactly what they are. It says, this is a SaaS company, product category, project management, target market, remote teams. Same content quality, but one exists as an entity, the other doesn't. Here's your first step. Stop thinking about content as pages that rank for keywords. Start thinking about it as pages that define entities. Every major page should answer, what thing is this about? What category does it belong to? How does it relate to other things? If you can't answer those questions, neither can Google. Chapter 2. The disambiguation problem. Same keyword, 3 different entities. Google has to guess which one you mean. And if your content doesn't make it clear to them, you lose. Search Jaguar right now. Are you looking for the animal, the car brand, the Jacksonville NFL team? Google makes the call based on entity context, not keyword matching. Search Jaguar animal, you get wildlife knowledge panels, National Geographic. Search Jaguar car, you get luxury brand dealerships vehicle specs. Completely different universes, same word. If someone searches for your industry term and Google can't tell which entity you represent, it picks someone else. Your competitor who has clear entity signals wins by default. You can't target project management software perfectly and still lose if Google thinks your blog is about productivity tips instead of an actual software company. Let me give you an example from our agency. A client optimized for HVAC services for months. Great content, strong backlinks. But Google kept categorizing them as a general contractor because their schema was wrong. We fixed the schema to explicitly define them as an HVAC specialist. Same content, different entity classification. Traffic doubled in 90 days. No joke. So here's what you need to do. Audit how Google sees your brand right now. Search your company name. Do you get a knowledge panel? Does it correctly identify what you do? If not, you have an entity problem. Google literally doesn't know what you are, which means it can't surface you for anything related to what you actually do. Chapter 3, your digital ID card. When AI crawls your About Us page and see we're a leading provider of innovative solutions, it extracts zero structured information. You didn't tell it you're a SaaS company, you didn't specify you're in B2B or B2C, you didn't define your product or category. Schema markup changes that. It's structured code that explicitly tells AI what entity you are, in machine language, not marketing language. Let me give you a real example. Instead of writing, we provide plumbing services in Chicago, you're adding local business schema that defines organization type, local business, service area, Chicago, Illinois, services, emergency repair, drain cleaning, water heater installation, hours, 24/7. Without schema, AI reads your content and guesses. With schema, AI reads your data and knows. So we ran a test with an enterprise client. Before schema, Google categorized them as a software company, too generic. After adding product schema with specific attributes, enterprise resource planning software for manufacturing, same website, same content, completely different entity understanding, their rankings for manufacturing ERP terms jumped 40% in 60 days. Why? Google finally knew what specific entity they represented. So here's your action step. Implement 3 baseline schema types minimum. Organization schema defines your company entity, product or service schema defines what you offer, and local business schema, if applicable, defines where you operate. Use Google's rich results to test to see what AI actually extracts when it crawls you. If the answer is no structured data detected, you're invisible by choice. Chapter 4, the complexity moat. If AI can answer your question without citing anyone, you're competing in the wrong category. We looked at 4 million search queries across 6 different languages, and we discovered that short queries, often 1 to 3 words, trigger AI overviews 24% of the time. Medium queries, 3 to 5 words, trigger them 48%. Long complex queries, 6+ words, 77% AI overview rate. Complexity is the moat. When someone searches best CRM, AI tells them Salesforce or HubSpot, no citation needed. But when someone searches best CRM for enterprise SaaS companies managing distributed sales teams across EMEA with Salesforce integration requirements, AI has to cite sources because that requires nuance, context, and expertise. So here's what you need to know. The value isn't answering broad questions anymore. It's owning the specific multi-layered topics that AI can't synthesize without expert sources. Brands that chase high-volume, simple keywords get tons of impressions, but zero AI citations. Brands that own complex, specific topics get fewer impressions, but 10 times more citations and conversions. Why? Because complexity filters for intent. Someone asking a simple question is browsing. Someone asking a complex question is buying. They're in deep research. They have a budget. They need expertise. Let me give you a real example. A client stopped targeting email marketing software simply because it was saturated. They started targeting email deliverability optimized for e-commerce brands sending 1 million plus monthly emails. Traffic dropped 30%. Revenue increased 200%. Because they became the cited expert for a complex high-intent topic. So here's what you need to do. Audit your content strategy for complexity. Stop trying to rank for broad, simple terms that AI answers directly. Identify the complex, nuanced questions in your space, the ones that require expertise, real-world experience, and proprietary insight. Build comprehensive, authoritative content around those topics. That's what AI cites. That's what builds entity authority. And that's what survives the zero-click future. Chapter 5, the zero-click endgame. The era for competing for clicks is over. You're competing to be the answer AI synthesizes and acts on. AI agents don't just search, they decide and execute. Someone won't Google, find me a CRM. They'll tell their AI, research CRM options for my 20-person remote team compare the top 3 and book demos with the best fits. The AI won't send them 10 links. It will synthesize information from its entity database, make a decision, and complete the task. One vendor gets a meeting, everyone else is invisible. Look at the data. Reports are showing Google's zero-click searches are already at 59% and climbing. AI overviews trigger on 77% of complex long-tail queries. The percent of searches that result in website clicks is dropping 1 to 2% every year, and that's accelerating. Here's the truth. Google is willing to kill traffic to websites if it means staying relevant against ChatGPT and Perplexity. For you, that means the old success metrics are dead. Traffic and rankings alone are no longer enough. The new game is, does AI recognize your entity? Does it understand what you do? Does it trust you enough to surface you? Stop measuring success by traffic and rankings. Start measuring entity presence. Are you showing up in the knowledge panels? Are you getting cited in the AI overviews? If not, hit us up at NP Digital. At our agency, we help companies show up all the time in AI overviews, and we help them grow their revenue even if their organic traffic is declining. Look, when someone asks ChatGPT about your category, does your brand appear in the response? If the answer is no to any of these, you're not just losing SEO, you're becoming irrelevant in the AI-first search era. The rules of the game have changed. If you're not architecting your brand as a verified identity, you don't exist in the AI-powered future. If you want to keep learning more about what else is shifting in digital marketing right now, watch one of these videos next.